Oh, buckle up because what just leaked makes the entire Kardashian dynasty look like a church choir on a Sunday morning. Floyd Mayweather. Yes, the undefeated, unfiltered, and apparently unbothered boxing legend just flipped. Hollywood upside down by allegedly leaking Tiny Harris's private photos, after what insiders are calling a bedroom betrayal that got way too personal. And guess who's caught in the middle of this billion-dollar mess? None other than T.I., the self-proclaimed king of the South, who's now breaking down like a malfunctioning iPhone after discovering the receipts splattered across the internet. You thought Mayweather only threw punches in the ring? Nah, this man just swung at a marriage. Social media detectives are foaming at the mouth. Gossip blogs are exploding. And poor Tiny is somewhere trying to figure out how her private moments turned into public entertainment overnight. This isn't your average celebrity scandal. This is digital warfare with a side of heartbreak. The screenshots, the DMs, the secret hotel stories, everything's spiraling, and the fallout. Pure chaos. Because when Mayweather and T.I. cross paths again, it won't be in a boxing ring, it'll be in courtroom lighting. Welcome to the scandal that just broke the internet. Let's rewind the tape before the internet lost its collective mind. Before hashtags like #TinyLeaked and #MayweatherMess turned every group chat into an FBI investigation. This story started the way all wild celebrity dramas do, with ego, temptation, and receipts that should have stayed buried for years. Rumors have floated that Floyd Mayweather and T.I.'s wife, Tiny Harris, had unfinished business. You know, the kind of business that doesn't belong on an Instagram story but somehow always ends up there anyway. Back in the day, there were whispers of flirtatious texts, sneaky glances at parties, and that one unforgettable bet weekend where Tiny was spotted sitting way too comfortably in Floyd's VIP section. And while the cameras were rolling on everyone else, these two were playing a private game of guess who's breaking vows tonight. T.I., being the prideful Southern general he is, didn't take that lightly. Remember when he and Mayweather almost squared up in Vegas years ago? That wasn't about boxing pride. Nah, that was about Tiny, about the same woman now at the center of what people are calling the wildest leak since the iCloud hack of 2014. But this time, it's not hackers, it's personal. According to sources close to Mayweather's camp, a certain folder containing intimate memories of Tiny somehow made its way into private chats. And from there, the wildfire began. One leaked message led to a screenshot. The screenshot led to a blurred image, and within hours, Twitter detectives were zooming in like CSI agents who skipped lunch. Tiny's face, her jewelry, her tattoos, fans were connecting dots faster than the FBI on caffeine. And once word got out that Mayweather was the alleged source, the internet detonated. T.I., usually the one dishing out clever rhymes and family man speeches, suddenly became the meme. The man who built an empire on respect was now trending under T.I. in tears, which was brutal. His comment sections filled with crying emojis, boxing gloves, and captions like, "You can't spell tiny without T.I." The internet can be savage, and this time, it went straight for the jugular. Meanwhile, Mayweather. He was posting cryptic stories like nothing happened. A photo of him counting money, a smirk in a Rolls Royce, a caption reading, "They can't mess with money." And just like that, the boxing legend turned into Hollywood's villain of the month. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Some insiders claim Tiny wasn't innocent either. Allegedly, she'd been messaging Floyd behind T.I.'s back again, rekindling some old unfinished business. Screenshots of supposed conversations leaked, where she called Floyd the only one who listens. And if those are real, then honey, this ain't just gossip. This is emotional warfare disguised as nostalgia. Imagine being T.I., waking up one morning to find your wife trending with your rival, your name being dragged across blogs, and your legacy being reduced to meme fuel. The man who once rapped, "You don't want no problems," now had the problem of the decade. But let's be honest, this isn't new territory for Mayweather. The man's been accused of more messy entanglements than a reality show cast, from ex-girlfriends airing his secrets to public feuds with rappers. Floyd's personal life has more plot twists than a Netflix thriller. But what made this different is the personal depth. This wasn't a fling. This was a revenge chapter between two men who've hated each other for a decade. And the world just got front row seats. Fans started pulling receipts from years ago. Old interviews, cryptic tweets, even clips of Tiny blushing when Mayweather's name came up. The puzzle started forming, and it wasn't looking good for anyone. It was like Hollywood's most toxic love triangle decided to make a comeback. Only this time, the evidence was high definition. Now the wildest part. According to reports, T.I. didn't just rant online. He called the police. Yep, sources say the rapper filed a privacy and harassment complaint, claiming Mayweather's actions violated federal image laws. Basically, he wanted Floyd treated like the villain in a digital crime movie. The cops, reportedly, are reviewing the material, which is code for "we're watching this drama with popcorn like everyone else." Tiny's camp went quiet, posting vague quotes like "God sees all" and "revenge is his." Translation: I'm guilty, but I'm also praying the internet forgets by Thursday. But come on. In 2025, the internet forgets nothing. Once you trend, you're archived forever. And that's what's haunting T.I. Not just the betrayal, but the permanence. Every meme, every screenshot, every rumor becomes part of your digital DNA. And while he's out here talking about family values and Southern loyalty, the world's scrolling through pictures of his wife's supposed private folder, courtesy of his biggest rival. What's more twisted? Some people online are calling this karma. After years of T.I. and Tiny's own messy relationship dramas, from side chicks to open marriage rumors, fans are now saying, tables turned. And in the cruel economy of celebrity scandal, people love poetic justice more than peace. It's chaos on all fronts. Mayweather looks untouchable, Tiny looks exposed, and T.I. looks like he aged 10 years in a week. And somewhere in the middle, social media is throwing fuel on the fire, tagging TMZ, The Shade Room, and every gossip vlogger with captions like when Mayweather said he was undefeated. He meant in the DMs too. Trust me, this story doesn't end with a few leaked photos, because what happens next will make the internet wish it had logged off. Stay tuned, because this scandal just turned criminal. So just when the smoke started to clear from the first explosion, Floyd Mayweather decided to pour gasoline on the ashes and light it again. Because why settle for one headline when you can dominate an entire week's news cycle? The hotel feud that everyone thought was a one-night misunderstanding turned into a full-blown circus, complete with receipts, witnesses, and social media detectives clocking in like they're on payroll. Let's be real, Mayweather doesn't do quiet drama. This man's allergic to silence. So instead of letting rumors fade, he dropped what fans are calling the $1 million clapback. A cryptic post, a sly smile, and one caption that read, "When loyalty checks out, so do I." Boom. The internet lost it. Fans instantly started speculating. Was he talking about Tiny, about T.I., or both? Within minutes, Hotelgate trended worldwide like it was a season finale of Love and Hip Hop, Vegas edition. People close to the situation say it all started in a hotel lobby during an event weekend. An awkward run-in between Floyd and Tiny that allegedly led to words, tears, and one very uncomfortable T.I. standing right there like a background extra in his own marriage. Tiny reportedly tried to smooth things over, but Floyd wasn't having it. Witnesses claim he said, "Don't act brand new now," loud enough for everyone to hear. And just like that, the floodgates opened. You could almost hear the Shade Room staff screaming post-IT. From across the country, the clip of the confrontation went viral faster than a Kardashian pregnancy rumor. Every reaction video, meme, and voiceover added fuel. One fan edited it with the Rocky theme song. Another captioned it, "When your past, present, and pettiness meet in the same lobby." Internet gold. And then came the celebrity reactions. Lil Duval tweeted, I gotta stop taking his problems to places with cameras. 50 Cent jumped in because, of course he did, saying, Floyd out here throwing combos outside the ring. Even Boosie chimed in with an Instagram live saying, man, Floyd messy, T.I. emotional, and Tiny just trying to go home to his chaos digital. Delicious chaos. But behind the memes, insiders said the feud hit deeper than anyone realized. Floyd and T.I. have been quietly competing for years, not just over headlines, but over pride. It's two alpha egos, both allergic to disrespect. T.I. built his name on integrity and Southern loyalty. Floyd built his brand on dominance and winning. When those two worlds collide, humility doesn't survive, according to one insider. T.I. allegedly confronted Floyd privately after the hotel fiasco, demanding an apology. Floyd's response? A laugh and a handshake that never happened. The tension was so thick, security had to step in before the situation turned into another viral brawl. Remember that old video where they almost fought in Vegas years ago? This was part 2 older. Richer, pettier. Meanwhile, Tiny found herself at the eye of the storm. She posted a quote saying, "Sometimes peace costs you your pride." Fans interpreted that as a subtle jab at both men. Some defended her, saying she's always caught between two giant egos. Others accused her of stirring the pot, pointing out that she's liked a few shady comments under Mayweather-related posts. In Hollywood, a like is never just a like, it's a declaration of war. By midweek, Mayweather had turned his side of the story into a brand opportunity. He was photographed with his team wearing a designer jacket that read, "Undefeated." The caption, "Still winning in and out the ring." T.I. responded hours later with an Instagram reel of him in the studio, laying down what fans swear were subliminal bars about snakes smiling in silk suits. The comment section turned into a digital boxing match. Team T.I. versus Team Money Mayweather. No referee, just memes and chaos. The drama even leaked into the entertainment world's power circles. Rumor has it, several joint business ventures between T.I. and other celebrities quietly paused. No one wanted to get dragged into a feud that could explode again at any second. And Mayweather's camp. They doubled down, saying, if you come for the champ, you better not miss. Translation: they're not done talking. Top culture went wild with the comparisons. One viral tweet read, "This is giving Mr. and Mrs. Smith meets Real Housewives of Atlanta." Another said, Mayweather just turned T.I.'s marriage into a press conference. Even Netflix got dragged into the mess, with fans joking that the streaming service was probably drafting a documentary titled Money, Marriage, and Mayhem. The Mayweather T.I. Files. Through it all, the tension was magnetic. Every news story felt like another jab in an ongoing fight no one wanted to end. People tuned in daily, refreshing pages like it was the Super Bowl of scandal. Analysts on gossip channels began dissecting Mayweather's body language, claiming he looked vindicated and smug. T.I., on the other hand, was described as visibly tired and emotionally cornered. And that's when the wildest twist dropped, allegedly. Hotel staff leaked a report confirming that the entire feud was caught on surveillance. Not the private kind of security footage showing an argument that escalated in real time. Suddenly, fans started chanting, "Drop the tape," all over social media. Floyd's camp teased that the footage might surface at the right time. The internet collectively gasped. T.I., meanwhile, reportedly called his lawyers. Insiders claim he's considering legal action for defamation and emotional distress. Whether that's true or not, it added another layer to an already flaming situation. The public perception flipped. Overnight, from laughing at memes to realizing this feud could actually get serious. But that's the thing about celebrity chaos, it's entertainment until somebody files paperwork. And if there's one thing both Floyd and T.I. know, it's how to turn scandal into spotlight. Mayweather leaned into the attention like a pro. T.I. tried to rise above it, dropping inspirational quotes about growth and boundaries. Fans didn't buy it. They wanted drama. not diplomacy. As the dust settled, if you can even call it that, commentators started noticing a bigger picture. This wasn't just about an argument. It was about power, pride, and perception. Two men who've spent their lives being adored and applauded now found themselves being judged and meme-feed by the same audience that once cheered for them. And just when everyone thought it might cool off, another rumor started brewing. Apparently, someone close to Mayweather hinted that round 2 of this story isn't over. Fans started counting down like it's fight night all over again, because in Hollywood, it's unofficial championship of ego versus emotion. Nobody ever really retires by the time the week ended. You could practically smell the drama through the Wi-Fi. News feeds were stacked with screenshots, fan theories, and exclusive insider interviews that contradicted each other every 10 minutes. Every podcast host, YouTube commentator, and retired rapper suddenly became a conflict analyst, explaining the real reason Mayweather and T.I. blew up. The feud had mutated from a messy hotel spat into a full cultural event. I finally broke his silence with an emotional live stream. The man looked like he'd just gone 12 rounds with a hurricane. He started talking about respect, loyalty, and being played for clicks. It was half confession, half sermon. At one point he said, "They want the king to lose his crown, but I'm still standing." The comments section exploded. Half of the viewers dropped heart emojis. The other half typed L for loyalty. Even his own fans couldn't decide if they were watching heartbreak or rebranding. Mayweather, meanwhile, was doing what Mayweather does best, turning chaos into content. Within 24 hours, he was on a live stream with a luxury car influencer, casually saying, "Some folks talk family. I talk facts." That one sentence detonated across social media. Fans swore it was aimed straight at T.I., and suddenly every gossip blog had a new headline. The man could start a forest fire with a whisper. Tiny tried to play peacemaker, posting a carefully crafted PR statement about growth, healing, and private matters. Nice try. The internet treated it like a Rorschach test. Everyone saw what they wanted to see. One side called her brave. The other said she was deflecting. When you're trending for drama, there's no winning, just surviving the scroll. Behind closed doors, sources claimed the situation was affecting business. Brand partnerships were pausing. Phone calls went unanswered, and publicists were working overtime. One insider leaked that T.I. had canceled an upcoming TV appearance, reportedly saying he didn't want to feed the circus. Meanwhile, Floyd was spotted at a charity gala wearing a tuxedo that probably cost more than most people's cars. His response to reporters asking about T.I., a grin, and "I don't entertain amateurs." Cue another meme wave. That line alone triggered round 2 of the internet boxing match. Hashtags like #TeamT and #MoneyMindset battled across timelines. TikTok creators reenacted the hotel feud in slow motion with dramatic music. Twitter comedians compared the rivalry to Jay-Z versus Nas, but sponsored by Dior. Even brands started dropping sly references. One fast food chain tweeted, "We stay undefeated too." That's when you know a scandal has officially gone mainstream. But beneath the jokes, there was something deeper happening. Fans started asking the uncomfortable question: when does public entertainment cross into public humiliation? The spectacle had stripped both men of their mystique. Mayweather looked ruthless, T.I. looked wounded, and Tiny looked tired. The trio had accidentally turned their private pain into the internet's favorite soap opera. Then, out of nowhere, the Vegas reconciliation rumor dropped. TMZ reported that a mutual acquaintance was trying to get both men in the same room to settle things like adults. Translation: a staged photo op to calm investors. People didn't believe it for a second. Mayweather and T.I. shaking hands. One commenter wrote, "That's like Kanye and Pete Davidson going camping." Still, the idea of a peace summit kept fans glued to their screens. Days later, T.I. was spotted entering a lawyer's office. The paparazzi flashes turned the sidewalk into a disco. Speculation ran wild: lawsuit, mediation, diss track paperwork. Nobody knew, but everyone cared. One entertainment lawyer even went viral predicting that the feud could end up in civil court for reputation damages. Imagine suing someone for hurting your brand's feelings. Welcome to 2025. Through it all, Floyd's confidence never wavered. He posted a motivational video flexing in his private gym, saying, "Discipline beats emotion every time." The subtext screamed louder than his workout soundtrack. It wasn't just a flex. It was a declaration that he'd already won, not in the ring, but in the headlines. Meanwhile, fans started turning sympathy toward Tiny. Think. Pieces appeared, titled "Caught," "In the Crossfire and the Price of Fame for Hip-Hop's First Lady." Commentators dissected how women often become collateral damage in male ego wars. Tiny didn't respond, but her silence said plenty. She knew every word would be twisted into a weapon. Every word would be twisted into a weapon. Then came the breaking point moment. The alleged phone call between T.I. and Mayweather leaked to a journalist. No audio, just an anonymous quote. It got heated, but both sides agreed to chill. Whether true or not, it cooled the internet for about 5 minutes. The audience, starved for chaos, moved on to the next trending mess. The fight had lost its shock value, replaced by fatigue and memes recycled from last week. But here's the kicker. While everyone was busy arguing about who won, both men were cashing in. Stream numbers for T.I.'s old hits spiked 40%. Floyd's merch sales skyrocketed after he teased a new undefeated energy clothing drop. The feud had transformed into free marketing rage to revenue in real time. The internet might cancel you, but it also pays your bills. By month's end, the dust finally began to settle. Reporters shifted focus, fans moved to the next scandal, and the headlines faded like old tattoos. Yet the damage lingered. In interviews weeks later, T.I. admitted the ordeal taught him who's really in his corner. Floyd just laughed when asked, saying, "Everybody gets emotional. I stay rich." Classic Mayweather mic drop. Looking back, this saga will go down as one of Hollywood's most perfectly packaged meltdowns drama. Ego, betrayal, redemption, all broadcast live. No scripts, no rehearsals, just raw humanity wrapped in designer suits and Instagram filters. It was Shakespeare with W.I.V. And maybe that's the real takeaway. Fame isn't about who throws the hardest punch. It's about who controls the narrative afterward. T.I. tried to save face. Floyd owned the moment. Tiny endured it. And the world learned, once again, that the line between celebrity and circus is as thin as a Wi-Fi signal. Because in the game of fame, there's no referee-only views, comments, and viral receipts. And just like that, another Hollywood heavyweight saga collapses under its own ego. One billionaire boxer, one rap king, one queen caught in the crossfire, and an entire internet audience acting like the jury, judge and gossip columnist all rolled into one. But here's the truth. Scandals like this don't end. They just reload. The screenshots fade, the headlines cool off, and then bam, somebody slips up again, and we're right back here with fresh popcorn and louder receipts. So before this video disappears into the algorithm like T.I.'s patience, let's make something clear. You came here for the drama. And trust me, the drama never sleeps. On this channel, we don't whisper. We broadcast. We don't speculate. We expose every feud, every shady DM, every meltdown that makes the Kardashians look wholesome. We've got it covered before. TMZ even finishes typing the headline. So hit that like button like you're throwing a Mayweather jab. And subscribe faster than T.I. hitting block on his timeline. Smash the notification bell so hard it files a restraining order. Because the next scandal? Oh, it's already brewing and you do not want to miss it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who came out on top? The champ with the cash or the rapper with the rage? Or maybe nobody won and the internet did what it always does. Turned pain into primetime entertainment. Either way, this saga's proof that Hollywood's not a fairy tale. It's a fight club dressed in Gucci. I'm your host, keeping the receipts hot and the tea overflowing. Until the next explosion. This is Expose Express, where secrets don't stay secret for long. Now log off before someone else